I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it?
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you're starting to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading them onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Number 22, Matt Breida.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
For a Miami.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? And the pressure gets to him again. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Seven-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Dolphins, 38.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris Carson. Christian Wilkins on the stop. It's a gain of 4. And it's
on 3rd down. It's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, boy, hang on here. Tight end Greg Olsen appears to be banged up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 2nd down and goal. Wilson steps away, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick got an open man. It's Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was taken down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Breida. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They run with Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Fitzpatrick.
A gain of 6 there on first. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays.
Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon it. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
Byron Jones.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
throwing the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's second down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Second down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brings up a second down completion, got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Miami Dolphins.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That'll be complete to Breida.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He gives it off to Carson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
They go counter with Breida, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Wilson.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes guys gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Fitzpatrick on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Fitzpatrick's
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Washington.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next.